Is there anybody there?
What's up, Deadhead crew, and welcome to the conclusion of our conversation with Tom Brazil. He is the merchandise manager for the Las Vegas Aviators. In this episode, Val and I, we discuss some of the logos and branding that the Aviators have put out there throughout the seasons and years. And then, you know how we do this. We end our conversation with our famous, not so famous questions. Guys, before I get going, make sure that you guys are following Tom. Make sure you guys are following the Aviators on all social platforms. And then make sure that you go ahead and hit the subscribe button on this podcast. Now, guys, without further ado, I'll give you the episode.
Out of all of the logos, normal logos, right now, which one has to be like the most popular logo so far for the Aviators? I mean, I'm sure there has to be one, right? Is it the LV?
Definitely not that guy. Definitely not the Aviator head.
Wait, for real?
No, the Aviator head is not the answer. The LV is outperformed that 3-1.
I had to believe that's what it has to be.
So if you look at the sports in Las Vegas, the Raiders do not have an LV logo. The Golden Knights do not have an LV logo. UNLV doesn't have an LV logo. Like, we have the market on the LV in Las Vegas. So people wear that to everything.
This was my sales pitch because I don't have an LV hat yet. I like the Aviator because it has the Summerlin Mountains, in his glasses.
Yeah, a lot of
people. To be honest with you, though, I'm not gonna lie. The Aviator never did anything for me. I love the LV. I love the Reyes de Plata. I love the Gamblers. I love what you guys are doing, but the Aviators never really pushed the needle, at least for me as a fan of merchandising and minor league baseball and all that. That never really pushed the needle. The LV, though, that really did it, right? Because I look at it like you were saying, there's that represents your city, your town, your area. It's like, where are you from? And I'm from Las Vegas, LV, right? So that's why when other places have their letters on their Yankees, NY.
Why LA? It's simple.
LA, exactly.
Right. So that's
yeah. See, Val, come on now, Val, join us on this one.
No, I love the Aviator, and I always thought because we have the Nellis Air Force Base here, I don't know, I probably was overthinking it, but
so it's funny because Nellis is that's a big talk right now with us and internally about strengthening the Aviator brand. Is what can we do with Nellis, because we're not Howard Hughes anymore. We were spun off to Seaport Entertainment Group in the last 2 months. And Howard Hughes was the reason that we went with the Aviators because of his rich history of aviation. Right. But now that we're not with Howard Hughes anymore, we're trying to find ways with Las Vegas, and Nellis is one of the big ones to tie in aviation. So there's been work done on different things, whether it be logos, just different things at the games that we could do with Nellis that could happen in the future.
Oh, that'll be fun. In the meantime, though, next from there, I'm copying my LV hat because now I feel left out.
Hey, I appreciate you buying the Aviator head. A lot of people don't buy that, so I appreciate that.
Oh.
You're like, I need you to buy some more of those, okay?
Sell those.
Hey, I would say for me, though, my biggest thing are the jerseys. It's not a big number. I've got 5, but there's so many more. The freaking Gamblers jersey with the poker chip trim on the sleeves. Oh my Lord. Do you have the custom letters for those or no?
We only have custom numbers on those. They did not create a font for it.
No worries.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me ask you this. This is and because whenever I see sales on a website, right, I'm one of the first ones to say, hey, there's a sale going on. Go do it. It's like, do you as a merchandiser, do you guys appreciate that? People are saying, hey, there's a sale going on, go get this. I mean, or is it more like we rather you buy the full price one, but when you try to get you put something on sale, you just want to get rid of it, right?
Yeah, 100%. We don't look down upon when there's a sale on. We don't look down upon people.
I'm a dad, dude. I got to buy things on sale, bro. Okay, sorry.
Right. No, 100%. That's why we do sales, is to incentivize people that may not may not buy otherwise, right? Like some
Mhm.
people only buy sales stuff. But no, when we merchandise and put things on sale, like it's obviously stuff we want to put on sale. We wouldn't put it on sale if we didn't want to.
True.
You haven't seen the gambler stuff on sale. We're not going to do that. You haven't
I
seen
wouldn't. Yeah.
um, but yeah, the sales stuff, you got to be creative with some stuff to move different merchandise, and sales is one of the biggest ones to do it. Black Friday is a huge one for us, like online Cyber Monday, like that's big for us. So people buy because of that.
I mean,
Yes, man. I remember that National Hat Day, or was it 5950 Day a couple of months ago?
So we
Right.
did
Mhm.
January. In January, it's National Hat Day. We do something every year. National Hat Day. We have to. We just
you
have
have to.
You can't miss out on that as a team. Baseball, especially, because like caps are what you're known for. You have to do something.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're not going to be doing something, like, listen, with other teams, with other leagues, it's NFL, I see it more, but like NBA, you don't see it as much, right? That's, because they don't use the, in the NFL, they wear them on the sideline. So they got the sideline thing and everything. Baseball, that you guys own, National Hat Day. So you guys have to put something.
Yeah, 100%. And that's the thing is National Hat Day. We've been told we usually do a buy one get one free. Like that's an insanely good deal. You look at like the other minor league teams out there, they're doing 20% off. They're doing 15% off. Like we're like, no, let's go big here. We're gonna do buy one get one. We're gonna move.
You know where I'm gonna be going to National Hat Day now for real.
2 years straight now we've had the buy one get one going. I don't see that changing. Like that's a huge day for us.
Oh yeah. You know what? Oh, you know what? I just did get an LV hat, the green and yellow, which, by the way, I love the Oakland A's love that's in that store. I'm obsessed with it.
We actually don't have like a ton of
well,
like,
I mean, the hat. I mean, at least the hat. I've seen a couple, and I'm like,
yeah, we wanted, especially when they announced that they were coming here and they're here for Big League Weekend. Like we wanted to make a bang. It's all about like what event's happening and how can we have something for that event. And when they announced that they were coming, we wanted to have something, and so we threw those hats out there. We sold out of the first order of them. Now we reordered them, and we still have a few. But man, they've been big. The green and yellow. You hear a lot of hate in Las Vegas about them coming here, but man, people bought those things up.
Yes,
that's the thing though. That was just gonna sound like, all right, they hate it, and yet they're still buying.
100%. Yeah, they're still buying it. Like even if they don't end up coming and whenever it is 2028, like guess what? You got like a one-off hat now, like an LV green and yellow.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, like, at least you got that, right? I mean, NLV, that, I'm not gonna lie, that is kind of nice though, like the LV, you know. And my brother's a massive Oakland A's fan, like, I mean, massive Oakland A's fan. I'm like, bro, you got to take a look at that green and yellow one, because that thing is legit.
Clean. It's
the yellow brim with the green, the contrast there, I love it. Love, one of my favorite hats. I was gonna say, and I know it's still a ways away, but has there been much talk about like ways to maybe start preparing for this move, or is it still just too far out?
Like everything we've been told and everything you hear in the media, it kind of differs. Like we know they're coming. Like that's what we've been told. Whether that be 2028, which is the plan, but 2029 could be the year. I don't know. Could be pushed back based on building it. But yeah, everything we're ramping up for them coming. There have been internal talks about how do we go about this and how do we make our bang when they show up here. There's different ideas. I can't necessarily share that.
Yeah. Obviously, you guys will be still affiliated with the Athletics, but at the same time, like you guys have your own corner of your that's what it's like. It's not like it's going to be very close by to the Athletics.
No, Summerlin in Las Vegas is. I mean, it's only a 20-minute drive. Like it's not that far. Like it's
right
8 to 10 miles, but it's such different cities. Like Summerlin and the Strip are complete opposites.
Yeah.
Like the people that live out there, the people that are there, the Strip is just so different. And that's why we really think we can coexist with them. Is one, being your farm team like 20 minutes away, like how easy is that for rehabs? How easy is that for call-ups?
Yes.
It's super simple. And there's other teams that do it. Minnesota's one of them with St. Paul.
It's literally a train ride, like on the same line.
Too. I think
Astros is sure.
like 40 minutes, but still.
Astros, the Rainiers, and Seattle.
Seattle, 100%. Like it can happen. So no, I don't see why they would change our affiliate or anything like that. We have a deal with them. I believe it was 10 years when they signed in 19.
Yep.
So 2029, but
I doubt that. Like I said, that's one team that's like, all right, like if you're gonna move to Vegas, like I mean, there's no way that you're not gonna re-up on the Aviators. That just doesn't make any sense to be like, unless you're the White Sox who have every single affiliate team in North Carolina. Like, I mean, that makes no sense whatsoever.
That was like when Fresno was with the Washington Nationals. Like, what are you doing? Like, your AAA is the opposite side of the country.
On the other side of the country. So that doesn't make any sense. Like, if you have recently looked at all of the like affiliation when they did the rearrangement of all of that, right? I'm with you. I'm not disagreeing with you. I am 100% like we lost a lot of good teams. At the same time, there were some teams that I'm like, anyways, but that's a conversation for another day. All I'm saying is look at all the teams that have when they did the realignment. For example, you know, my favorite team, the Cleveland Guardians, you got Columbus, Akron, the Lake County Captains, right? They're all in Ohio. They're all within, 2 hours, the furthest one from each other. So it's like every single major league team are looking at it as let's just keep them close. So that way, like you said, rehab and then, creating that market for affiliation right there.
And if you've watched anything with the Oakland Athletics, is they make a ton of roster moves. Like it is absurd. Email after email daily of what they're doing and bringing people up and down. Like they want to be close. Like they got to be spending a decent amount of money on just travel alone. Like they make so many moves. So yeah, being Las Vegas, being Stockton, being Midland, like it's somewhat centrally located in Nevada.
Yeah.
I get it. I'm with you, homie.
Excited. Ed, I was gonna say when y'all land next month, you're gonna start to see the hotel. It's already been gutted, the Tropicana, and it's pretty much gone, or it's not gone, but like all that's left are like where the windows used to be. You can just see through them. You'll see it once you're landing like on the strip.
Let me ask you this, and this is a totally like way out of left field thing but obviously you're in Summerlin, but in Vegas, like, the Vegas, you guys do a lot of cool other events. I mean, it's Vegas, right? I mean, Super Bowl and the All-Star game and all that. But there's one in particular that I'm very interested in finding, getting your opinion for someone who is local is F1.
Okay.
How is that handled in your area? Because my God, I mean, this thing is like, it's like something massive. They built this massive track there and all of that, and it goes through the strip. But like, I'm sure people stay in Summerland just so they can save a little bit of money.
Like when that's going up, and I want to say, I think that's already started for this race. Is you stay away from the strip. Like as my personal perspective, I don't go down there when they're doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's crazy. When they were building all that, it was just a massive traffic jam down there. At the end of the day, like the economic impact, awesome. They are revamping like the roads down there. They had to, so
you have to,
it is moving in the right direction. Like it is smoother. They're building more lanes. They're doing all this sort of stuff that will help the city. But at the end of the day, like I'm not going near it when they're doing that stuff. Like the traffic.
You're watching from TV as well.
Yeah, I'll watch it on TV. Unless someone's willing to give me a ticket, I'm not gonna pay for it and go watch.
Dude, that's a lot of money though to pay for one ticket alone.
It's ridiculous.
That's just insanity.
I'm not someone who follows F1 extremely closely either.
Mm-hmm.
So like it doesn't necessarily hit like me personally. So I wouldn't pay for it personally.
I got you. I get that. I get that.
On that note, with the with next month, I know that next month the AAA championship game is coming to Vegas. How are you guys getting ready for that as far as preparing two different fan bases if the Aviators aren't one of the teams that make it?
That's honestly one of the toughest things that we have to deal with is like Las Vegas is a destination place. But like we have no idea what teams are coming.
Yeah.
Like, we just can't know. Like, it's a playoff based where we obviously know the Space Cowboys won the first half. Of
The first half, yeah.
So they'll get a series, but that doesn't guarantee them coming to Las Vegas. So it's extremely tough to know who's coming to try and ramp up a fan base that might not be here, right? But in years past, we've done it 2 years in a row now. Like, it's a lot of professionals coming out, like a lot of minor league executives, a lot of people who work with the clubs, a lot of people who work in the front offices coming out. And then obviously if the Aviators make it, that'd be huge. But these last 2 weeks have kind of killed us. Man, we can't win a game.
Especially when the Dodgers were in town.
Yeah, like we, for some reason, we don't play well at home, but I don't know what that is. We don't play well at home. But yeah, it's a tough event to get people out here for, because you just don't know who you're trying to sell to at the moment.
Right.
The people who are buying now are probably just baseball fans. Like that's you don't have this team specifics buy-in. So it is a tough event. It's tricky to know who you're trying to sell to.
I guarantee though, you probably already have this in your head from a merchandising perspective. Have the gambler stuff. Probably will be in the very front. I know that whoever comes is going to see that logo in person and go home with some gamblers.
Yeah, so for us, like the Gamblers, the Whales, what we have left of it, we obviously partnered with Baseballism years ago, so we have Baseballism stuff still. That'll probably make its way back out. But as far as championship stuff itself, like it's one game. Like we don't over purchase for something like that. That's not something we want to get stuck with. So it's tough to deal with like a one.
And
game,
I saw that the hats, or at least online, I don't know if in store, but are on clearance. I think those are from last year, but
2022 or 3, yeah. Like we tried it out year one, and like we sold some. It wasn't like a terrible seller or anything like that, but we just didn't know what to expect. Like the first championship in Las Vegas, was it going to be a packed house? I don't believe it was, if I remember right. So we just didn't know. So we do still have some of that merchandise.
The one issue that I have with this championship, it has nothing to do with the team or the location, because I think the location is great. My only thing is it went from having a series there, right? Like the 2 divisional series, and then go into the championship, to now just going one game. It's very hard as a fan to plan out just to go to one game and then leave. You know what I mean? So that's something hard for fans of baseball like myself to reconcile with, right? You know what I'm saying?
100%. Yeah, 100%. And obviously we weren't in the decision making for how the playoff structure is or anything like that. But a whole series versus one game.
Yeah.
Like the cool thing
the planning is totally different.
Yeah, 100%. You get to see a team you wouldn't normally see just because they would be an international league versus our Pacific Coast League. Obviously, that changes a little bit next year because they are starting to interleague with
series. Yeah.
The Iowa Cubs are in town next season.
That's the big one for us. A lot of Cubby fans.
Excited.
A lot of Cubs fans out here. But obviously, Norfolk last year, who won it, bringing Jackson Holiday, like that brought in fans. You just kind of hope for the teams that have those stud guys.
Big names, yeah.
Yep. And Jackson Holiday was the draw last year.
That's interesting. I never thought about from that point of view, bringing a big name to draw out more fans, right? Even local people like, yeah, man, I just want to go see how this kid is playing. I mean, obviously he's doing great, so I mean it worked out. But
that's something even within during our regular season, like we've had Blake Snell was rehabbing. He came out and drew a huge crowd. We've played Justin Verlander twice. We played Dallas Keuchel. We've faced all these ex-Cy Young guys. And they draw, like when they're just rehabbing, they draw.
Oh, for sure.
So it's good to have some of those guys come, for sure.
Max Muncy, Chris Taylor, and James Outman were all there last weekend, and it felt like a mini Dodgers stadium.
Yeah, it was packed with Dodger fans. You could see it.
That's amazing. I love it, man. I love it. Hey, listen, I can't wait. That's all I'm going to say. And it's my birthday weekend on top of that. Woo. Oh, baby. So I'm excited. I mean, obviously, it's been on my list for a long time to go see that team, because from Val as well. But like from everything I hear, is like it's a great ballpark. It's beautiful. Attraction, and it's away from Vegas, so that's a good thing at the same time. Because I've been to Vegas, I'm like, that's a weekend trip for me. Going forward.
Yeah, and then you've got Red Rock, where
Oh, I love. Oh my God, dude! Did I tell you I took a scooter tour through Red Rock?
Or, yeah,
Oh,
that'd be cool.
Yeah, that was cool. It was
that's
pretty cool.
beautiful property.
Yeah, so that was one of what it was well worth it. I'm just saying you guys should definitely do it if you guys ever go there or live there. Get yourself one of those little Vespa scooters. And let me tell you, that thing. Well, I was zooming through the whole place.
It's funny. I'll be there probably this week going hiking out there at Red Rock. So while it's trying to cool down, trying to get out there.
Yeah. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. And then I also did the whole helicopter landing inside of the Grand Canyon too. That was pretty cool too.
You went all out. That's
bro.
something.
I listened because I didn't know if I was gambling. You know what I mean? You just do those things. You never know if you're gonna go back and do it. So my wife and I were like, let's do it. Let's go. Let's do it. And this is before we had our daughters, so we had to take advantage of that.
I was gonna say I'm such a degenerate. I meant Red Rock Casino.
Oh
my God, Val.
But I don't do the outdoors. But that's all you guys.
Yeah, when you said property, I was like, is she thinking the casino?
Like it's not a property because I mean.
Yeah, with the sports book and like the 20 bars. That's my scene.
That's a great casino. It's one of the newer ones. The outdoor with the concert and the pool. Like you can have a fun time there.
Yeah.
You can do a lot of gambling, like Val and drinking.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Here I'm thinking all healthy stuff, and going hiking and doing cool stuff. That was like, no, none of that. No, we don't do outdoors out here.
I was gonna ask Tom, do you have of all the logos from like day one until an hour ago, a logo? Do you have like a favorite logo or a go-to hat?
I mean, he's wearing it. I'm just kidding.
Is that your go-to?
Gamblers.
I don't blame you.
It's up there for sure. And man, I don't know if I have a go-to. Like I love the LV logo. The Reyes skull's great. Even our new primary logo that changed last year, which is the baseball with the wings and the LV in it. There's not a ton of hats or merchandise out there with it, but that was changed to our primary last year. Any one of those. It's not the aviator head, that's for sure. I guess that doesn't stand a chance.
Sorry, Val.
And where do I submit a request for Big League 2 in a 920? Because I want it so bad, but I cannot pull up a 5950.
Yeah, they have it in they have a snapback version of it.
Snapback and fitted was all that was offered to us. That's it.
Ugh.
They didn't even offer it. Didn't want to make minor leagues in those.
No worries.
Well, they didn't do it in Major League either. So
they're either no. Okay.
No.
They didn't even go that far.
No, they didn't. They really didn't. They're so. Val, is there anything else before I go into my famous, not so famous questions? I didn't tell them about this one, so I usually warn people about this.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so random questions, baby.
Hit them with the not so famous.
All right, so very simple game, okay? And we do this on every episode. So what I do is I got a bunch of cards here, okay? And these are random questions, okay? They want to give
life. What are they about? Like life, my background. Anything?
Oh, you're about to find out, brother. You are about to find out. Okay. And again, it's pretty simple. Okay. Whatever comes to mind.
Okay.
All right. Here it is. Out of all of the animals in the animal kingdom, okay, this is a two-part question. One, who would be the biggest party animal? Okay. Out of all the animals in the animal kingdom. And then two, who would be the biggest a-hole? I mean, because there's always that, that animal. They're like, dude, I will punch that animal. I'm not kidding, but there has to be one for you.
I feel like party animals would be like hyenas. I feel like they're all just energetic and have fun. They like to chirp.
The laugh.
The laugh. Like it's one of those ones when you have like 4 drinks in you and you start laughing, you're like, man, that's annoying.
I'm about to go old school. There was like all I think about now when I think hyenas is Whoopi Goldberg in Lion King.
Yep.
I went very old school, by the way. That was the original Lion King, guys. So Whoopi Goldberg was one of the voices.
But I'm gonna be honest, the one that like I just think other people hate would be a shark. Like he just seems like he's one of those guys. Like just get out the club. You don't want to be around that guy. He's just gonna look down on you.
Yeah. I'm with you there. Although everybody loves Shark Week, man.
They do, but the ocean scares the hell out of me, man. You don't know what's down there. It's scary. Like if I can't see underneath me, I don't want to be down there.
I'm good.
So sharks.
You want to go scuba diving? Nah, I'm good.
No. Sharks are it for me.
I like it. All right. What was your first job ever?
First job ever was a warehouse job packing fireworks for 4th of July.
Ooh.
Wow.
Man,
That's
actually helped me out in this job because like we do have a warehouse and it's helped out.
all right. You're a sports guy. Obviously, you're an NBA guy, but you love sports altogether.
Yep.
The most boring sport.
Oh man, like golf to me is super boring.
See, that's what I'm saying. I want to take a nap. I'm putting golf on.
Man, like people say, like in business, like you should learn how to golf just to have like business meetings and go out. But man, I would rather mow my own lawn than go golfing.
And you don't have a lot of lawn in Vegas.
We don't even have grass out here, and I'm mowing.
I will mow that rather than.
Find the way to
That's...
happen.
All right, Tom. What's your spirit animal?
Ooh, man, that's a tough question. Spirit animal, it might just be my favorite animal. Like I love turtles. It's my favorite animal. I had one as a kid. Like obviously that's kind of a weird spirit animal because they don't do much. They're slow but
you hate the water, bro.
well, there's turtles that are out of water. Like,
You're like, I'm gonna be that one.
like, I'm just a box tortoise.
I got you. I got you. Okay. All right. So you own a boat.
Oh no.
Okay. What would you name this boat?
Oof. That's a good question. What would I name the boat? I think I'd name it Slow and Steady. Like
Okay.
Just like a turtle, slow and steady.
Fast. I would just be floating out there, waving to the Coast Guard, just doing my own thing. Slow and steady.
Okay. All right. A couple more and then I'll leave you alone. I promise you. First celebrity crush.
Selena Gomez. Easy.
Ooh, okay. That was like boom, done. No hesitation.
That's been in the head. She's still my celebrity crush. Who am I kidding?
It's like favorite movie quote.
Movie quote, man. I'm a massive Star Wars guy, so like do or do not, or do. What's the saying?
Do not, there is no try.
Yeah, that's the Yoda quote.
Oh, Yoda, yeah, there it is.
Star Wars. There's another Qui-Gon Jinn one that I like. Your focus determines your reality.
But that just can just put like that's just real life right there. That just gives you chills.
Like when a movie that's like fantasy can hit like a real life thing, like it just hits. So I love Star Wars quotes.
Okay. I do see that jersey behind you, that R2D2 jersey.
Stuff. I don't even know what else I got here, but I got my little baby Yoda holding a taco. Like I got a lot of Star Wars.
Listen, I don't know if you can see it behind me, but look at all my Lego Star Wars helmets and all that.
That's respect right there. I respect that.
Look at that. I got lots of Legos, man.
I love it.
Yeah. So if you see right now, like I have like a bunch of Lego like brick heads right here. The little, I'm Legos everywhere.
Yep. Love it.
So yeah, I'm massive Star Wars
right now. Ahsoka's been killing it in the Star Wars universe, and she's one of my favorites. She's my niece's favorite too. So like, I just kind of go off with that.
I'm with you there, bro. I'm with you there. Okay, then two more because you brought up Star Wars now. So right. Favorite character of all time. Star Wars.
That's tough. And Grand Admiral Thrawn is up there.
Ooh, that's a good one.
A lot of people don't know about him just because he was more of the animated. Now he's starting to be brought into it.
Yeah, he's more canon though. I mean, okay, all right.
Gee, it's Emperor Palpatine. Has to be.
Really?
Yeah, man. He just hit when I was younger, and they made the prequels, and his character just was elevated. I'm one of those weird people who loves the prequel, like best trilogy. Like it is like terrible acting, but best trilogy. So Emperor Palpatine.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna give you that because that's pretty cool. I like that. All right, are you ready for the last one?
Last one. All right.
Okay. Do you think it's wrong for a vegetarian to eat an animal cracker?
Let's get deep on that one. Like, yes, I think so. I think that is wrong.
There you go. See, Vegetarian and animal
You
cracker.
don't eat animal, like you can't have an animal.
Right, exactly. You can't have it an animal cracker. That's why I asked that question.
I like that question. That's good. Definitely not. Yeah,
Feel free to ask somebody else about that question.
That's good. I'm gonna ask vegetarians that. That's good stuff.
Oh, that would be good. I want to hear what they. You got to report back and let me know what they tell you. Oh man. All right, Tom. Thank you so much, man. We had a blast. You are awesome. Thank you. Where can people find you on social media, man?
Man, I don't have a very big social media. Like it's TBrazil15 is the Instagram. You can find me on Twitter as well. I don't use it much other than for news on X and Twitter. But yeah, the Instagram TBrazil15. Give me a follow. I post stuff throughout here and there, not a ton, but that's where I'm at.
You're busy with the Aviators, man.
Follow the team account, Aviators LV, man, and go follow that. We do a lot of cool stuff on there.
I absolutely love it. And then, of course, make sure you follow Stadium Food Girl, the Deadhead, on all of socials. We're everywhere. Val, at this point, I think we've gotten pretty much where we've hit every single one. TikTok, Threads, Instagram. I don't do too much Twitter anymore, to be honest with you. I still post there, but YouTube, we're both on YouTube. So make sure you guys follow us. And then make sure you follow Tom and the Vegas Aviators. Go buy a hat, preferably. Definitely. But you can also buy more merchandise from them. Yeah. And then we will see you guys next time.
Thank you, guys.
Absolutely. Thank you.
This podcast is part of the Curved Brim Media Network. Here are some of the other members of Curved Brim Media.
Hi, this is Kelly Robinson, the Minor League Nerd. My YouTube channel explores the history of minor league baseball teams. More than just stats, we delve into team lineage, sharing stories from current franchises to obscure one-year wonders.
I'm Paul Caputo, and on the Baseball by Design podcast, I talk to minor league baseball teams, designers, and other super interesting people about what these minor league baseball logos mean, and I talk a little bit about ice cream helmets.
What's up, Bucketheads? I'm Anna DiTommaso, and each week on the Baseball Bucket List podcast, I speak with a different fan about their favorite baseball memories, what the game means to them, and what's left to check off on their baseball bucket list.
Hey everyone, it's Eric from the great state of Kansas.
This is Johnny from the New Orleans Baby Cakes Memorial Museum.
And we are the Earn Fun Average podcast,
where we talk to a variety of guests about their love of baseball and have fun doing it.
America, lower your standards.
Average is what we do best.
This is Patrick and Corey of BaseballMapper.com, and we have made an interactive map to help highlight all baseball teams from the majors down to collegiate summer leagues.
We want to bring you closer to baseball, so get on the site and find a team near you today.
Hey guys, this is Patrick Larson from the Minor League Baseball Hat History Series, and in every episode I go through the history of minor league teams through my personal collection of hats. You can find me on Twitter at @PatLarson1. I hope you guys enjoy.
Learn more about Curved Brim Media at curvedbrimmedia.com.